I was thinking about, after the death of your grandfather, how many people were searching for information on Billy Graham, and they actually connected with your internet evangelism ministry. And so his ministry continues, that ministry that God has raised up, and it continues through internet evangelism. Comment on the effectiveness of that, as it really goes all over the world.
You know, we track every one of those decisions. There's decisions are done, through the internet, through electronic means, and we're getting ready to turn 13 million. Either it's going to turn that in the next day or so, or it just turned that.
Wow.
I've been gone for a few days, so I don't know.
It's imminent.
That is a ministry that keeps on going. That allows us to go into countries that we would never have permission to go into. And this was an idea that a man came to with my father. He was a man from France, and he came and explained his vision for Dad, and my dad told him that he thought somebody else owned the internet because they already had Jesus, God, and all this other stuff. And the man looked and says, that's not the ones we want to own. Let them pay the big money for those. We want to buy this certain sector. We want to go in and buy certain key words and key phrases and this type of stuff. And with that allowed us to reach out to these people who are in hurting places. And they would Google, what happens to me after I die, or who was Jesus, or, these other phrases that we had purchased. And now we've seen people coming to know Christ by the groves, more people than we could have ever imagined. And they come to our landing page, and then we have a time to minister to them, and I believe that's where they link up with Faith Radio, and allows them to minister back and forth and communicate back and forth, getting the gospel out to these people on a one-on-one basis with a counselor.
Well, that is outstanding, and we are just pleased to be partnering with the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association on that outreach. Of course, we also have known the crisis even in our coverage area as of late, with the Billy Graham Rapid Response Team being deployed to East Alabama and ministering to the people that were devastated by the Lee County tornado not too long ago. And it's been a very active year this past year or so for Rapid Response Team.
Yeah, we've been very active. We had some big hurricanes that came ashore this in 2018, and there was other shooting events and stuff. But when there's a time of crisis, the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association will show up with chaplains, and with those chaplains come a big truck, and the truck has meeting rooms and that type of stuff in it, and it becomes a magnet. And it's really interesting how that's come. I never understood that, but you pull up with this truck, and people will read that sign, Billy Graham Evangelistic Association Rapid Response Team, and people automatically start coming to us. They start finding us. They start searching out and looking for us to be able to share their prayer request or to pray to receive Christ for the first time. And it's amazing, even during a time of crisis when people have lost everything, the only hope they end up having is in Jesus. And it's fun to watch those people realize that during that time. It's a hurtful time for them. They've lost everything. They feel like they've been taken advantage of, or why them? Why would this happen? But ultimately they realize that God's still the man on the throne. He's still the person responsible for us.